Joining us now here, Andy Robertson. Andy, thanks so much for coming to join us. Congratulations on, so far, an incredible season. But just talk us through the emotions, if you can, of today, what you knew, what you found out and when.
Yeah, look, it's obviously been a roller coaster. We knew Man City were 1-0 down at half-time, but our result wasn't good enough. And we knew we had to play better. We knew we needed to calm down a wee bit, show a bit more composure, and we tried to do that second half. At times, probably didn't look likely we were going to score, but then we get in front and, we knew something wasn't quite right because, obviously the 2 goals we scored weren't celebrated by a team that were going to win the Premier League. So obviously flattened down, and then, obviously somebody decided to cheer thinking it was 3 each when it wasn't. But we quickly knew that it wasn't that. And so when you knew our game was in the bag and we'd won 3-1, then, all our ears were on at the side of the pitch and seeing what was happening. But, we've been beat by a fantastic team.
Andy, going into today, we were talking before the game, trying to work out whether or not nerves at your level even play a part. Did it feel different before you went into this game?
To be honest, before the game we were fine. During the game we probably got a bit worse, to be honest, just with everything going on. The fans are kind of half watching your game, half on their phones, half on the radio, stuff like that. So, it's like you can't prepare for that, And before the game we were absolutely fine. I think we started really well, and then obviously as things started to develop, we ended up 1-0 down, obviously, which isn't great. And but then I thought we dealt with it really well. Managed to compose ourselves, managed to get the goals we needed, but unfortunately, Aston Villa couldn't hold on.
Robbie.
Andy, you've won a cup double. You're a point behind Man City. What's Jurgen Klopp said after in terms of where you are this season? Obviously, Champions League to come.
He just said he's extremely proud of us, and we can't really. I'm extremely proud to play for this club and play with this team because it's a fantastic bunch of boys, fantastic group of staff that we all push in the right direction. And we're falling short an incredible team today. Man City are fantastic, deserve everything they're going to get, deserved champions, and 2-0 down last day of the season, a game you need to win, you come back and win 3-2, that takes a lot, and big players show up in big moments, and I don't think I'll be watching their goals, to be honest with you, but I'm sure they were fantastic quality, and fair play to Guardiola and all their team because they deserve it. I always say, you get what you deserve during the season, and they're deserved champions.
Andy, try and describe what's going through your head. You're going round here. There's all sorts of mixed emotions going on. You won the game and you've won 2 trophies, but you lost the title race and you're in the Champions League on Saturday. I mean, what's going through your head when you're walking around with your families and stuff? It's a brilliant kind of lap of appreciation from the fans.
Yeah, look, and we had experience of that. The last Wolves game, the 97-98 point, the send-off we got from Madrid was incredible. And when we walked off the pitch, and obviously the changing room was, pretty flat, but then we slowly picked ourselves up. You see your kids, you see your families, and that always makes you smile. A club legend's leaving in Divock Origi, and you have to say, you have to give him the send-off that he, thoroughly deserves. So, and these fans have packed out Anfield every single game, away end, every game, and you have to say thanks to them. They've been incredible all season, and we're disappointed for them that we've fallen short, but we've gave it an incredible effort. 91 points. Just tried to fight for every point. A good bit behind in January. Just started fighting for everything, and we've gave it a hell of a fight. But we've just fallen short, and next season we need to be ready to go again.
Yeah, Andy, brilliant season. I know this is disappointing, but the resilience of this team has stood out all season, and it has for the last 2 seasons. The treble is still on. How long will Jurgen Klopp give you to kind of handle this one? Just the night, maybe tomorrow, and then back at it?
Yeah, look, I think tonight and tomorrow, we've got a day off tomorrow, and then we're back in Tuesday. So Tuesday, full focus will be on Madrid and full focus on Paris. It's an incredible game to be involved in, a massive game, and you can't dwell on this. But tonight we'll sit at home, we'll obviously go through everything in our heads. It's only natural, and tomorrow we'll try and dust ourselves down, get our bodies ready, everything like that. Then Tuesday, we'll focus on Madrid. The Premier League will be forgotten about until we're on holiday, and I'm sure maybe one chance that we missed or what, they'll all come up. We're footballers at the end of the day. It's always going to be the case, but look, I'm so proud of these lads, and we've been excellent. But we're also playing against an outstanding team. They give you nothing, and that's what Man City have done. And we need to be ready again next season to compete in every competition, and especially the Premier League.
Well done,
Andy. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us here on NBC. And good luck on Saturday.
Good luck on Saturday. Yeah.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern. And for even more content, head over to Peacock, where we've got live games, original series and a dedicated round-the-clock Premier League channel featuring studio shows, classic matches and much more.